Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Monday, September the 8th of 2025. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines tonight, woman detained in Mount Horn death probe. Steel Pan fraternity mourns loss of Michael Blaze Robertson. Grenadian refugee sentenced to 13 years in Canada for kidnapping and assault, while students and young men caught gambling during school hours. In regional news, kidnapped Caribbean Airlines pilot rescued in Trinidad and Tobago, while internationally, French Prime Minister ousted after confidence vote. And coming up in sports, St. John's Sports Club tops leaderboard and Alcaraz edges Sinner to win U.S. Open. We'll have all the details for you right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. One female is currently in custody, assisting with the investigation as the Royal Grenada Police Force probes the circumstances surrounding the death of 61-year-old Raymond Samuel, a retired driver and security officer from Mount Horn, St. Andrew. On Sunday, September the 7th, officers responded to a report at Hope City, St. Andrew, where Mr. Samuel's body was discovered in a vehicle. Family members had shared his photo on social media the previous day after he left home and did not return, behavior they described as unusual. The search continued on Sunday in the Hope City area after family reported that Mr. Samuel had mentioned on Friday that he intended to stop at a business place in the vicinity. He was pronounced dead at the scene by a medical doctor. A post-mortem will be conducted to determine the cause of death. The Steel Pan fraternity in Grenada is mourning the loss of Michael Blaze Robertson, the esteemed arranger and manager of the River Road Pan Wizard Steel Orchestra. Spice Mass Corporation has extended its deepest condolences to Robertson's family, friends, and all members of the Pan Wizards via social media. Robertson was widely respected for his exceptional talent and dedication to advancing steel pan music, leaving an enduring mark on Grenada's cultural landscape. He was found dead at his home on Sunday morning. His legacy will live on, though, through the music he created and the countless lives he touched. GBN will have more on Robertson's legacy, as well as a full update on the death of Neilon Franklin in another newscast. A Grenadian-born man who left the island in 2006 to escape gang violence has been sentenced to 13 years in prison by a Canadian court for his role in a violent kidnapping and assault. The man, identified as Kieron Moore, was convicted for his involvement in the abduction and assault of a woman in the Toronto area in November 2022, according to court evidence. The victim was forced at gunpoint into a vehicle by an armed man known as the Orange Hoodie Guy. Moore drove the getaway car and, during a stop for gas, also threatened the woman at gunpoint and demanded sexual acts. The victim, who was later duct-taped and taken to a home in Barrie, Ontario, endured hours of torture by several individuals, demanding $1 million in cryptocurrency. She was burned and beaten, suffering serious physical and emotional scars. The main kidnapper has not been identified. Authorities say the victim is still recovering from her ordeal. Serious concerns are being raised as students are caught gambling on the streets of Grenada during school hours. The issue gained attention following reports of increased gambling activity at the Tantine Tennis Court. Renee Pierre-Thomas will tell us more.
On Monday morning, several students from 2 learning institutions in St. George were seen on camera engaging in illegal gambling at the Tantine Tennis Court. When they noticed they were being filmed, the students fled, leaving their gambling cards behind. In addition, non-students at the scene openly displayed their winnings. Community members who alerted GBN described the situation as a growing problem, with the number of students involved reportedly rising sharply in recent days. This trend has sparked questions about societal responsibility and the need for intervention. GBN News contacted the Royal Grenada Police Force, the Ministry of Education and the schools involved, but received no response. Authorities are being urged to take action to address this issue and protect the well-being of students. GBN will continue to seek answers from officials on how this problem will be addressed. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
This is news at 7. Coming up, GBN highlights suicide prevention ahead of World Awareness Day. Stay with us.
Need a little extra cash to make life easier? Or just a bit more exciting? Arise's got you covered. With a Flexi Credit loan, you get up to $25,000 for any purpose. Vacations, home upgrades, back to school, or just a little treat. Get manageable amounts, flexible repayments, and the freedom to top up whenever you need it. No hassle, no pressure, just freedom to live life at your pace. Visit our website or call today and let your dreams take flight with our Flexi Credit Loan. Arise Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
GRENLEC Community Partnership Initiative.
On behalf of the Ministry of Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs and Local Government, and by extension the Government of Grenada, we would like to say a heartfelt thank you to the Grenada Electricity Company, GRENLEC, for coming on board with us to partner for the Build Back Better initiative by providing furnishings for the homes. And furnishings include beds, mattresses and other things, and we want to say that it has positively impacted the residents of those homes who have already benefited, and for those who will benefit, we know that it will positively impact their lives as we work together to recover Carriacou and Petite Martinique.
GRENLEC, energizing our community.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Climate change is real. Storms are getting stronger and droughts are lasting longer. Are you prepared for what's ahead? At Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited, we want to help you protect your investments. Build for the future with a BFF loan. Make climate-smart upgrades and strengthen your home to withstand nature's unpredictability. Get 100% financing to build or purchase a home or make additions to your existing structure. Enjoy discounts on related loan fees and special benefits when you choose climate-resilient solutions. We are also offering financing of up to $50,000 unsecured for your home upgrades. Invest in renewable energy, energy-efficient appliances, water storage, and so much more. The time is now to ensure your investments can withstand climate change. Invest in your home, protect your family, and secure your future with a BFF loan. You have a BFF in Co-op Bank. Visit our website for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome home. common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Dreaming of a summer vacation? We can make it happen. Need a credit card for summer spending? We can make that happen too. Need a loan for carnival, debt consolidation, education expenses, and more? We've got you covered with a Republic Bank Make It Happen loan. Up to 100% financing, competitive rates, and a chance to win great prizes. Live your best life this summer with financing from Republic Bank. Check out republicgrenada.com or visit us today to get your summer started right with a Make It Happen loan.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Sakatan Palay Lot. Breaking news! For limited time only, grease your pockets with as much as 10 times your Playway with Multi-X winnings. Imagine betting $10 on Playway and in Multi-X for the same value and winning 10 times your prize. That's $2,400 for the small value of $20. You can't go wrong. Only in September 2025. You can win not 3 times, 5 times, or 7 times, but 10 times your winnings. Be sure to bet more on Playway. Add Multi-X and make it a September to remember. Monday to Saturday, 4 times a day. Available in stores and online. Who here? I go tell the others. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Live free, live free. With your buds, you can live free.
Spend $50 or more for a chance to win. Free fuel, free drinks, cash prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free Hub TV, free electricity, free Coke, free Dasani, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady Milk, free passes to Sunshine Promotions events for 2025. 2-night stay at Sanders Grenada, free groceries, all for 1 whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in a slick new GSE GS3 M Zoom.
Shop on, you could live free if you want to live free.
This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenneck, Flow, Salt Petroleum, Grenada General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Carib Brewery, Coop Bank, Answer Coatings, GSE Motors, Sanders Grenada, and Food Fair. Promotion runs from April 7 to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
Live free. Live free.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Dreaming of of a summer vacation? We can make it happen. Need a credit card for summer spending? We can make that happen too. Need a loan for carnival, debt consolidation, education expenses, and more? We've got you covered with a Republic Bank Make It Happen loan. Up to 100% financing, competitive rates, and a chance to win great prizes. Live your best life this summer with financing from Republic Bank. Check out republicgrenada.com or visit us today to get your summer started right with a Make It Happen loan.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Welcome back. Alain Pierre, political leader of the main opposition New National Party, has called on the government to prioritize reducing the cost of living rather than advancing legislation that could separate families.
The very family in our countries, the very families throughout the length and breadth of Grenada, struggling to survive. Rather than bring legislation that would bring relief to these families, our government is seeking to bring legislation to further destroy the very fabric of our families throughout this country. What a shame.
Speaking at the party's General Council open-door session at the Trade Center on Sunday, Pierre emphasized that government policies and initiatives should aim to strengthen families, not divide them.
And I've heard one minister said, and try to explain, that people are misunderstanding the bill. That minister attempts to explain what is the intent of the drafters of the bill. And I looked at her and I said, you have to be mad or what? Because it's not about what the drafters believe. It is not about what is in the heads of the drafters. It is what about this bill and what it does in terms of opening up a door that we will never be able to close when it is opened.
She specifically criticized the 2025 amendment to the Age of Civil Responsibility Bill, stating that it would permit minors as young as 12 to access sexual and reproductive health services without parental consent. Pierre argued the government should focus on uniting families and addressing economic issues, describing the legislative move as misguided. Today, Grenadians received free tips and services from physiotherapists and nurses on the occasion of World Physiotherapy Day. More in this report from Rena Pierre-Thomas.
Several physiotherapists and nurses' aides offered free tips and services today as Grenada joined the rest of the world in celebrating World Physiotherapy Day. The initiative, organized by the Physiotherapists Association of Grenada, was staged at the Esplanade Mall, giving members of the public the chance to learn more about injury prevention, proper exercise techniques, and overall physical health. Dr. Masha Ramdeen, physiotherapist and lead organizer of the event, says the event was aimed at raising awareness about the vital role physiotherapy play in improving mobility and quality of life, while also engaging individuals to adopt healthier practices in their daily routines.
Screening, we're doing a lot of education, we're doing a lot of advocacy for patients. Some people think physios are massage therapists, which we're not. So we're showing them that, we can deal with a lot of things and show them little tips and that they can use for themselves to help minimize pain. So the World Physio Association, our organization, has a theme for physiotherapy, and this year it's healthy aging. So our focus is getting out into the community, talking about graceful aging, getting them to be active in the community, making sure that they minimize falls, making sure that they check in with their doctors, making sure that they check in with their physios to make sure that they have healthy habits, that they don't have any problems as they get older. And it's not because it's healthy aging, we only deal with the older persons, we deal with the younger persons as well, and getting them involved early in healthy practices so as they get older, they don't have the problems that you may see a lot in community.
She explained that with proper therapy, many patients with chronic diseases are able to reduce pain, increase independence, and improve their overall well-being.
Is one of the best statistically proven improvements for a chronic condition. So you might have high blood pressure and you do some exercises, you realize your pressure starts to regularize. You might be diabetic and you have problems with your fingers and your toes because you start to lose sensation after a while. But when you do the exercises, the impact of it is a lot reduced as compared to normal. We also find that people with cardiovascular disease, by getting the right exercise program for them, because you can't use the same exercise program for everybody. If you have a heart condition, we know how to tailor it for them. It helps build their compliance, it helps the heart feel more efficient, it helps the lung be more efficient so that they can move around and do tasks in the day without too much issues.
Dr. Ramdin also shared a few daily tips to keep the body strong and active.
Posture is a big one. We always have neck pain and back pain. Sometimes how we sit for a long period of time has a big impact. So if you know you're leaning forward at your desk all the time typing, when you take a break, go in a door frame and do a little stretch. It opens up the pec muscles. If you're sitting on a chair for a long period and you don't have the space to get up and move, sitting down and bending forward to touch your toes, stretches out the back, twisting to the side, loosens up the back, doing a little neck stretch to the side. It helps with the circulation, it helps with the tension, just being active. It doesn't have to be long, you don't need a big space, but they go along with carpal tunnel is very common for people, so making sure you do stretches for the wrist and the hand and making sure that your desk setup is very ergonomically friendly is going to go a long way. So there's a lot we can do with a little bit of space. If you want to work out at home and you don't have the weights, use 2 cans of peas or a bottle of water. You can put sand in the bottle and you do your little bicep curls. Just little things can go a long way using what you have around.
World Physiotherapy Day is observed globally on September 8th. Rena Pierre-Thomas, GBN News.
Suicide remains a serious public health challenge, and Wednesday, September 10th will be observed as World Suicide Prevention Day. This year's theme is changing the narrative on suicide. In the lead up to the observance, GBN's Beyond the Headlines will focus on the issue tonight under the theme Breaking the Silence. Featured in-studio guests include Josh Hector, Director of Mental Health and Substance Abuse, and Pearson Stroud, Head of Student Support Services. The discussion will cover warning signs, the role of schools, and how families and communities can better respond to suicide risk. The program airs live tonight on GBN from 8:30 p.m. Forging unity and cooperation, igniting a brighter future of prosperity and growth. We feature Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell at the Africa CARICOM Summit in Ethiopia. It's time for your GBN ISAW.
A good eye catches all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Oh, I got my glasses from Clear Vision Eye Center.
I got my glasses at Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Vibrant display of solidarity captured on camera as Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell joined forces with Africa's finest and the diaspora's brightest at the second Africa CARICOM Summit in Ethiopia. This dynamic gathering celebrated a rich heritage of resilience and strength, forging an unstoppable bond between nations. Leaders ignited a beacon of cooperation, lighting the way for a brighter future where opportunities thrive and growth knows no bounds. The possibilities are endless as Prime Minister Mitchell and fellow visionaries chart a course for a more united, prosperous tomorrow. Share your photos and videos with us via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or on our other social media platforms. It's all for GBN ISAW.
Ruby's launches 6th Annual Safety Week. More news to come. Stay with us.
Welcome to Caracou, small in size, rich in spirit. As you step off the boat, you're greeted by smiling faces and warm island vibes. Your adventure begins here. Need a cozy place to stay? The Mermaid Beach Hotel has been a favorite for years. Waterfront views, clean comfort, and located in the town. In Bogles, the Roundhouse Cottages offers rustic charm with a touch of elegance. A peaceful hideaway surrounded by nature. Prefer something private? Dong Island Villas gives you space, sea breeze, and a home away from home feel. Wake up to the sound of waves and views that stretch for miles. We're ready to welcome you. When are you coming?
There are lots of reasons to own your future now. Lots of dreams and lots of plans. Lots of ways to own your land. With ACB by your side. Lots of ways to own with pride. Lots of chances to make it yours. Lots of ways to open doors. Lots of space to build much more. Lots of reasons to own your future now. There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
Start building your tomorrow today with a LOTS loan from ACB Grenada Bank.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
LOTS, land ownership, tomorrow secured.
Terms and conditions apply.
This isn't just rum. It's a captivating journey infused with the essence of Bios Bombay, warmth and wonder. Experience the rich depth of Campeche like never before. Must be 18 years and older. Drink responsibly.
Quartz presents the Home Event 2025, happening now at Quartz stores nationwide. It's the perfect time to refresh your home. Come explore new arrivals, bestsellers, and deals you can't resist. Discover the widest range of stylish furniture, cutting-edge TVs, audio systems, and appliances that are smart and energy efficient, all backed by the Quartz low price guarantee. Our experts will help you choose what you need for your home. Shop with Quartz Ready Finance and get more. Don't miss the Quartz Home Event 2025. Quartz, bringing value home.
Hi, I want $10 on Playway, $20 backup on Pick 3, and cash for each, please. Okay, are you adding Multi-X to your bet? Yes, Multi-X, all of them. Smart. Best value bet. Backup and Multi-X, you cannot go wrong. Don't matter the bet, Multi-X all of the daily games.
With Multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add Multi-X to all your Playway, daily Pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every draw, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you run, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, We understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
The spotlight is on safety this week as Rubis rolls out its 6th annual Safety Week from September the 8th to the 12th. More in this Rena Pierre-Thomas report.
Rubis Limited has launched its 6th annual Safety Week, which officially kicked off today and runs until Friday, September 12th. The week of activities aims to educate the public on the do's and don'ts when accessing services at Rubis, while also promoting healthier lifestyle practices among employees. Safety Ambassador Randall Alexis shared this year's theme and outlined some of the highlights.
The theme for this year is Think Safe, Walk Safe, Home Safe, Zero Harm, and the safety quote for 2025, our work brings our salary, but safety brings us home. Today we have media engagement. Tuesday is health and wellness. We encourage customers to drink water, also us on the terminal. Wednesday is Outreach Day. We visit the stations. We will be at Melbourne Street from 3 to 6 p.m. so any customers could join us and come and get safety tips. Thursday we'll have a doctor visit, which will be talking about health and fitness, because your health is your wealth. And last Friday we'll be visiting schools randomly throughout Grenada and sharing safety tips to the children and spreading awareness.
Alexis also noted that customers can look forward to special giveaways on Wednesday and Friday.
So on Wednesday, we'll be interacting with customers, sharing safety tips, giving out premium packages to random customers. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram throughout the day.
He further emphasized some of the common safety tips that must be followed when using Rubis services.
Visiting the station, before refueling, you must turn off your vehicle. That is number one rule. As I said again, no smoking, limit the use of your cell phone, no loitering. Before you get your cylinder, you check it. When you're traveling, please leave it in an open space behind the back seat, or if it's in a pickup, in your tray, and keeping yourself safe is utmost.
Alexis says the engagement throughout the week is expected to strengthen Rubis' connection with customers while reinforcing safe practices at all service points. Safety Week is not only observed locally, but in every Caribbean country where Rubis operates. Rena Pierre-Thomas, GBN News.
President of the Caribbean Development Bank, Daniel Best, has urged Caribbean nations to adopt a comprehensive and integrated approach to address the multiple risks threatening sustainable development in the region. Speaking at the second Wider Caribbean Regional Risk Conference, Mr. Best emphasized that the region can no longer afford to respond to interconnected crises with fragmented strategies. Instead, he called for a unified approach to tackle these challenges, which require collaboration and coordination among regional stakeholders. The conference, hosted by the Caribbean Development Bank, CCRF, SPC, and CAF, Development Bank of Latin America and the Caribbean, aims to promote dialogue and cooperation on risk management and sustainable development in the Caribbean.
If we are serious about sustainable development, then equity must be our compass. Colleagues, as we confront the growing web of risk threatening our region, we must also confront the urgency for us to do things differently. We cannot afford to respond to interconnected crises with disconnected strategies. Too often, our development responses are fragmented, designed in isolation, implemented in silos, and misaligned with the complexities of the challenges that we face.
Stay with us. After break, we'll go to sports and international news.
level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Ladies and gents, it's time for Bingo! So on Sunday, October 5th, we all will be heading to the National Cricket Stadium from 5 p.m. for the massive Box of Money! $100,000 in cash bingo! 20 adrenaline-pumping bingo games! $100,000 cash in a box! And you decide your winnings. This is pure fun, pure vibes, pure excitement, and pure winnings! Tickets are $60 for one, $100 for two. And remember, free buses available island-wide. No excuses, just excitement. Don't you dare miss this one, because when you draw from the box, your fortune could explode.
It happens to all of us. Low on cash and in need of money right away. Play Instacash Monday to Sunday and there are no draws.
So what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep. Including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Good evening, sports fans. In local football, the Grenada Football Association Premier League delivered plenty of action over the weekend. Plains Hard Rock FC secured a 2-0 victory over FC Cameroon, with Jacob Charles scoring in the 12th minute and Randall Mark adding a second in the 68th. At Victoria Park, Saab Spartans and Shamrock SC played to a 2-2 draw. Shamrock's Holden Simon netted twice in the 3rd and 39th minutes, while Darren Modu and Samuel Roberts replied for the Spartans. Hurricanes SC defeated North Stars FC 2-0 at Alston George Park, with goals from Rael Alexander in the 63rd minute and Shamari Mark deep into stoppage time. At Cuthbert Peters Park, St. John's Sports Club edged Paradise International FC 2-1. Sherman Williams and Alex Williams scored for St. John's, while Henson Williams provided Paradise's lone reply. The league resumes next Monday. Moving now to the Super Cup, where the last 3 matches in the round were played over the weekend. Honved claimed a 3-0 victory over Class Herbs Root. Sun Jets were in ruthless form, hammering Hampshire United 12-1, while SAFL School Bulldogs won 6-1. Round 2 will see Chantemille FC face FC Cameroon, and Hurricane Sports Club square off against St. David's FC. North Stars will take on Happy Hill FC, while Mount Rich Sports Club will meet Shamrock. The second half of round 2 will feature Sab Spartan Sports Club playing Paradise International FC at Victoria Park. The rest of the fixture includes Fontenoy United against Honved and Sun Jets versus Queen's Park Rangers FC 19. The final match of the second round will see SEFL against Hard Rock. Carlos Alcaraz claimed the latest chapter of his rivalry with Jannik Sinner with a 4-set victory to regain the U.S. Open title. Spain's Alcaraz started strongly, weathered a second-set fight back from Italy's Sinner, and powered to a 6-2, 3-6, 6-1, and then 6-4 win in New York. The men's final was delayed by extra security measures due to U.S. President Donald Trump's presence. Alcaraz's victory brings his Grand Slam tally to 6, making him the second youngest man behind Bjorn Borg to reach the mark. He also reclaims the world #1 ranking from Sinner, splitting the 4 major titles between them this year. And the countdown is on as Grenada and the world prepare for the World Athletics Championships Tokyo 2025, set for September 13th to the 21st. More than 375,000 tickets have already been sold, highlighting the global excitement for the event. The championships will bring the world's finest athletes to Tokyo's National Stadium, a venue rich in history. Grenada's own Karani James, Lyndon Victor, and Anderson Peters will be among those competing for glory. Over 9 days, the world will witness athletes striving for medals and legacy in a showcase of speed, strength, and determination. Maybe there'll be some heartbreak and triumph in there as well. Tokyo 25 will be a global celebration of the human spirit. And that's what's been happening in sports. Now for a look at what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. A dramatic rescue operation was carried out by police in Marival district of Trinidad and Tobago Sunday, resulting in the safe release of Caribbean Airlines pilot Captain Daniel Kowal. One suspect was killed and 3 others were taken into custody, while a manhunt is underway for 2 additional suspects.
The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service says a multi-agency tactical operation on Sunday led to the successful rescue of the kidnapped victim, Caribbean Airlines pilot Captain Daniel Kowal. During the intervention, the TTPS said officers encountered armed resistance, resulting in 1 suspect being injured. Police Commissioner Alyssa Guevara confirmed that the suspect was transported to a medical facility where he later succumbed to his injuries. He also said that Captain Kowal was immediately taken for medical examination.
Mr. Kowal is currently seeking medical attention and he is safe and will be reunited with his family soon. Unfortunately, one of his hostage takers / guards would have engaged my officers this morning, and in an exchange of fire, he was wounded and taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead.
Meanwhile, 3 suspects are presently in custody and are assisting investigators with a manhunt actively underway for 2 additional suspects who fled into a nearby forested area during the operation. The police service said ground and aerial assets remain deployed in pursuit of the other 2 suspects. In a statement, Police Commissioner Alistair Guevara stated that the operation exemplifies the TTPS's resolve and operational precision in confronting violent crime, commending the bravery of the officers in the confrontation. Commissioner Guevara also warned criminals that the TTPS will not tolerate the return of kidnappings for ransom, noting that those who choose a life of crime as a lifestyle will encounter members of the police service.
I hope that this would serve as a warning to other persons who wish to engage in that sort of illegality. The time has come to change. The tide is now. Please turn away from crime and look towards profitable, legal means of making a living. This end is not for you.
Captain Kawal, who resides in Valstein, was initially reported missing on September 3rd. Daniel John, TTT News.
Irfan Ali, the president of Guyana, was sworn in for a second term following his re-election. The People's Progressive Party, Civic, or PPPC, led by Ali, secured 55% of the 65-seat parliament in the general election held on September 1st. This win gives Ali's party a mandate to manage Guyana's newfound oil wealth, which has propelled the country to become one of the world's fastest-growing economies.
Duly elected president.
Surrounded by his supporters, Irfan Ali took the oath of office for a second term on Sunday.
Preserve the Constitution of the
Propelled by billions of dollars in new oil revenues, the 45-year-old president pledged jobs, higher incomes, and greater prosperity in what remains one of South America's poorest nations.
The next 5 years will be the most consequential in our nation. History has placed in our hands the resources, the leadership, the opportunities, the partnerships, and the international goodwill to transform promise into reality.
Vast offshore oil discoveries have turned Guyana into the world's fastest-growing economy. In his first term, Ali channeled oil money into hospitals, highways, and social programs, building momentum that has now helped him expand his party's parliamentary majority. But many challenges remain. Rising prices caused by inflation mean the oil wealth has been slow to reach ordinary Guyanese.
Because indeed, the average Guyanese is struggling with an increase, with a very high cost of living. You know, there are challenges which I think, with prudent management, the government ought to be able to overcome. The issues of, reduction in corruption, which seems to be a major concern of the citizenry, and the question of equal access, or at least a level of equity in the process.
Ali's surprise challenger was businessman Azruddin Mohammed. Sanctioned by the U.S. for alleged corruption, his new party quickly rose to the second place and will now lead the opposition. The president must also contend with Venezuela's claim over Guyana's oil-rich Essequibo region, a dispute that remains a source of regional tension. On Sunday, the U.S. State Department congratulated Ali, pledging support for Guyana's sovereignty and territorial integrity. For now, the president is celebrating his decisive victory, but the next 5 years will determine if Guyana's oil boom can truly deliver lasting prosperity and stability for all. Alessandro Ampietti, Al Jazeera.
After just 9 months in office, French Prime Minister François Bayrou has been toppled in a confidence vote in Parliament. Bayrou called the vote as he tried to push through controversial public spending cuts in the National Assembly. He is President Emmanuel Macron's second Prime Minister to be forced out within a year. Al Jazeera's Natasha Butler reports from the National Assembly in Paris, France.
Yeah, that's right. François Bayrou is out-toppled as France's Prime Minister in this confidence vote. MPs and majority voting against him, mainly on the left and on the far right, but also a number of others, even amongst some of the Conservatives who would normally perhaps back Bayrou, but he was unable to convince MPs that his austerity budget was necessary, that it was fair. This was something that many on the left and far right said, that his budget cuts were simply unfair for poorer people. So Bayrou will now tender his resignation to the French president Emmanuel Macron. That is expected tomorrow on Tuesday. It was a somber day for Bayrou, no matter what he tried to say in the National Assembly here to MPs. Certainly none of his messages cut through. It wasn't a surprise, though, because over the past few weeks, Bayrou's really been trying to rally support for his budget, rally support for his government, but increasingly his political opponents said they simply wouldn't back him.
And that's what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. Now for a recap of the night's top headlines. Woman detained in Mount Horn death probe. Sealed Pan fraternity mourns loss of Michael Blaze Robertson. Grenadian refugee sentenced to 13 years in Canada for kidnapping and assault. And students and young men caught gambling during school hours. In regional news, kidnapped Caribbean Airlines pilot rescued in Trinidad and Tobago, while internationally, French Prime Minister ousted after confidence vote. And in sports, St. John Sports Club tops leaderboard and Alcaraz edges Sinner to win U.S. Open. If you missed any part of this newscast, there'll be a rebroadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Visit our website at www.gbn.gd for more news and stories, or you can like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/GBN News and Radio. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. Thank you for joining us. Have a pleasant evening.